Hi, I'm here with Delores Diaz from the Gainesville Board of Education and Dr. Kristie Brooks, Executive Director of Jasper County Schools. Would you mind please telling us what we're doing here today?
We are here from Jasper County Schools with our school board members and myself, learning more about our continuous improvement process, getting additional credits for training units, and today we're specifically participating in a data workshop so we can learn how to better use the data to help our children improve.
Dolores?
Well, I'm here as a participant in the data workshop, and I'm learning a lot of good information that I think will help us in our improvement plan.
Now I have a couple of questions for you ladies. First is, how are you using data to improve instruction?
Well, in Jasper, we're using data to improve instruction in many ways. A lot of times when we talk about data, so often we think about the end of the year test, the milestones. But we've realized for our students to do better and to learn and to reach their potential, we've got to look at a lot of things. So we're specifically looking at attendance, when they're coming to school, how often they're coming to school, how many days they're missing. We're looking at specific reading skills, how many words a minute they know, how fluent they are, how fast they can read that, and then how much they can comprehend. And then we're looking specifically at math in terms of how well they can do their math facts, how well they can problem solve. So we're looking at those specific skill sets so we can really help target our teaching, and that our teachers can work together to make better instructional units so our kids can improve. And then ultimately we'll see that progress on the end of the year test. But for us specifically, we want to look at attendance, reading, and math every day.
I could give two examples of how we're using data to improve instruction. One is we have introduced 3 programs this year to use data to identify students who are at risk. One of those we call the ABC program, and ABC stands for Attendance, Behavior, and Classroom Performance. Data helps us to identify students who are struggling for a variety of reasons, and we have a team of people who work with those students individually on their particular needs, and it could be a social issue, a personal problem, it could be an academic problem. But we have the teachers and the leaders who work with them individually, and they also bring in outside resources, organizations in the community who can provide services. So this helps instruction because it helps to break down the barriers that cause these students not to perform up to their potential. That's one example, and do we have time for another?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Another example is this year we have scheduled all teachers who teach the same grade level or all teachers who teach the same subject matter to have the same planning period. And through video conferencing, these teachers meet with other teachers all across the system at the same time. They pull out the data, they discuss the data, and they determine how they can use that data to improve instruction. So this is a very valuable resource. The teachers don't have to be pulled out to go to meetings at the central office. They just meet regularly during their planning periods with teachers across the system.
Dolores, what I heard you say is what we're all trying to do, get our teachers to analyze student work. Exactly. And as they analyze student work, that data drives our next step. So it's an exciting time.
It is.
Now, is there a way that parents or community leaders could get involved somehow to help with this improvement and change?
The best thing that we can say for parents or community leaders to get involved is to actually be involved. Take that bold step, ask questions. And sometimes we get, as educators, we get a little frightened when we hear people and asking questions because, we want to protect our craft. But for parents, be involved, ask those tough questions, ask, why is my child doing this, and what do they need to do differently, or how are you going to do that differently? And by asking those questions, it really keeps us accountable to make sure that we are keeping an open mind of saying, what is it that we can do to help that child succeed? And after asking questions and being involved, continue to be bold. Get involved in organizations like your PTA. Get involved with school governance teams and PTO councils, and attend those Board of Education meetings where they are making decisions about how the money is going to be spent. So we encourage folks, please come to us, ask questions, be involved, hold us accountable, because we're all in this together. We all have the same goal. We want kids to graduate and be successful.
Now, we were talking earlier about the matter of diversity, especially within community leaders. Is there something that you'd like to say about that?
I would. We have a fairly diverse board, but we have a student population of 65% Hispanic, and we have the highest percentage of English language learners of any system in the state. I would like to see a Hispanic member of our Board of Education so that the students and the members of the community can see someone like them who is involved in the community and is trying to make a difference. I'd also like to see us have more Hispanic administrators and Hispanic teachers. And it's very difficult to find sources for these people. We do go out to job fairs. We're trying in our system to groom our own teachers and offer incentives for promising Hispanic students to pursue teaching as a profession. But this is it's a difficult process, but we are willing to go forward with it.
Now, if potential people that wanted to work for the county wanted to find out more information about how to apply or possibly look for work, where would they be able to go in order to get more information about what positions are available if they wanted to do that?
Well, of course, the state holds a website called Teach Georgia, and that has all the open positions in Georgia available on that website. But we encourage folks to go to your own system's website. Look at your own system's school board website. Not only will it have our data, will it have our schools, will it have ways to get involved, it'll also have the positions that are available and the next steps for that process.
And is that the same website that parents could also reach out to find out more information about what you all are doing?
Right.
And what is the website? Can one of you please give that to me?
Well, for us, also, other than our school website, we would encourage people to look at the State Department website, which is gadoe.org. And on that website, they can look at multiple tabs to see how schools are doing, how they're performing, and what the next steps are.
Right.
Thank you very much, Dr. Diaz. Thank you, Dr. Brooks.
Thank you.
It was nice talking with you. Thank you.